All right, so let me tell you guys what happened. How I bought a house that wasn't really a house. Now, you know, it's kind of subjective on how you look at it, right? Mobile homes are still homes, but what I was buying, I thought was a house that was built on a regular foundation without, you know, axles and all that. So what happened? We looked at this property. It was a bricked property. You know, it had a slab for looked like a little sunroom, and you know, really good looking little property. We were going to buy it and rehab it, and so we started the rehab, and there was some joist issues. So what we did was cut into the floor and climb up underneath there, and my contractor calls me and he's like, "Sean." I'm like, "Yeah, man, what's up?" He says, "You know, this is a mobile home?" I said, "What? A mobile home? What you talking about, Cletus?" They had put a mobile home up, bricked all the way up the sides, had some additions added on to it, you know, and sure enough, this house that we thought was a regular stick-built property turns out to be a mobile home. Now, looking back, I noticed some things that I should have known to begin with. This is part of real estate, right? We're constantly learning. And so some of the things were, you know, the way the windows worked and operated, some of the interior finishings on some of the interior walls, and when I started walking through the property, I said, you know, I should have caught this. You know, I did notice the issues that we had to rehab, but man, it blew me away. I'm talking about property is awesome. You know, when we get through with it, you'll never even know. You can't tell that it's a mobile home. But it just caught me off guard. You know, how in the world do I come in, make an offer on a property that I'm assuming is a brick house? It turns out that it's a mobile home. Now, it's no longer a mobile home, right? You can't move it. It doesn't have a tongue on it. The axles are still there. The framework is steel, right? So as far as the everything goes, I mean, it's still a good solid little property. But I tell you guys all this to say, make sure when you go and do your due diligence, especially if you're buying the property yourself. Well, no, I wouldn't even say that. Anytime you're doing your due diligence, because the other person that's going to buy it, if you're going to wholesale it, they're going to want to know the same thing. Catch all those things. There's a couple of reasons why. Number one, you won't be surprised like me. But two, you know, if you're going to go sell that property to, you know, wholesale that property or whatever, you want to be completely honest and upfront. You know, you want to tell them everything you know about it. Now, I probably, even though the windows should have kind of been the telltale, I probably still, if we wouldn't have had to cut some of that subfloor out and replace some of the floor joists, I probably would have never have known that that was a mobile home. But you know, it is what it is. Crazy enough, you know, you buy things that you think that are one way and completely different. So probably be a little bit more diligent though. When I see just a few telltale things, I learned a little lesson. But it's still not a bad deal. It's still going to be an awesome deal for me. It's still going to be an awesome deal for somebody to buy, because it's a great property and a great location, and it's all going to work out. Yeah, they're going to get an extremely large square footage home for a great value, and that means a lot, you know. So just kind of wanted to give you guys this little tidbit of information, because even though you've been in real estate, let's say you've been in it for, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and I haven't been in it that long, but you're going to get surprises. Don't let those surprises deter you. Just roll with it, and everything will work out, okay? So you guys have a good day. Thanks. Appreciate you listening to me. Bye.